Well, hello there, or should I say, top of the morning to all the Irish people out there. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I won't attempt to do a bad Irish accent because it would just sound terrible. So it would. Anyway, so I won't do it. Right. So today I was trying to be sensible. I was trying to sort of just set a reasonable sort of like entry for a Bitcoin long, as the price of Bitcoin is going nuts, and I just couldn't resist it. This is when this side of trading gets to me, and all my senses leave my body, and I just I just FOMO into a trade. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yes. Okay. So what I did this morning, I said this morning in the Telegram group, which you can get to by going to saveyourcrypto.org/TG. I said, looks like I missed that one. I'm going to leave it for now. That was my sensible entry. But I'm so tempted to FOMO in. Leave a clown if you think that's a good idea, or a boring face if you don't think I should. The clowns won, and indeed I did go into a trade. But I did actually mention here that I'm not a complete idiot, because I have got another trade going on a different Bybit account, which is currently, there's a Bitcoin USD trade, which is 106% in profit, and there's also a little silly leverage Bitcoin USDT trade, which is 10% in profit, which is cool. Okay, so what I did since then is I did add the rest of the capital into it. Now my thinking here is, it's a ridiculous trade. It's not like I'm trying to catch a bottom. It's more like I'm trying to get onto a train that's pulling out of the station. So any chance I've got for a little tiny pullback, I just kind of added the rest in. So I've actually got all the capital in there now. So that isn't advisable. This is like a really bad way to trade, and it will be the death of me one day. But at the moment it seems okay. At the moment we're only like 2.85% in profit, which is about enough for a pint, which isn't so good. But I think the price is going to carry on up at least to 27k. I think we might see some resistance at 27k, but we'll see what happens there. But if it goes up to there, what I can do is I can put a stop loss in profit a little bit, and that will protect the trade. So that will be that. So that's what I'm doing there. Meanwhile, I thought, well, all this leverage stuff is all a bit scary for some people, so why don't I show you something which is a lot less scary, and something you can do easily, or if say like you've got a job or something like that, you can sort of do it where you can just sort of check in from time to time and check everything's going okay. So what I thought was to do a little bit of spot trading. Okay, so we can do that over on Bybit. You can just go to trade, spot trading, and if you can't quite see the pair you're looking for, I generally just sort of go and have a look at anything, and then when you're here, I go up here and look for, say, Ethereum. Okay, so what I want to be trading in this case is I want to be trading Ethereum and Bitcoin, this one here. And you can see why, is because as Bitcoin's been rallying away, Ethereum hasn't. So I think it's probably a good time now to swap a little bit of Bitcoin into Ethereum, and then when Ethereum comes back, we'll swap it back into Bitcoin. Then just keep doing that, really. Now, the thing about doing this is if you keep swapping between, say, two assets, at the end of the day, you're going to be left holding one of them when the other one runs off into the sunset. So you want to make sure whatever you're holding, so in this case it would be either Ethereum or Bitcoin, you're happy with that. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I do like the way this is coming down. This is the 1 day time frame here. I should really use TradingView, but just for the sake of being here, I just thought I'd show you. Now you can see is the chart doesn't behave like it does on the derivatives platform. So I normally just click TradingView there, and then it shows you a few other things. It adds a few moving averages in, that kind of thing. And if you need the tools, you can just go to this little thing there. Then you get all the tools to play with there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some Bitcoin, and I've got a little bit of Bitcoin. I've got about, let me have a look. Yeah, I've got $369 worth of Bitcoin. That was quite cool, actually. That was the job that I did yesterday, and the guy paid me in Bitcoin. And of course, today that's now worth 369, which is nice, isn't it? So let's go back to the trading, and you can see here. So it's just like the derivatives one, but the difference here, you need to understand this, right? Because I know some people don't quite understand it, and I didn't at all when I first started trading. When you're using spot trading, what you're doing, you're actually holding the actual asset. So at the moment, I've got Bitcoin. It's in my Bybit account, right? It's in like a wallet there, if you like. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trade it for Ethereum. And when I've done that, I will be holding Ethereum. Okay. And then if I want to trade it back to Bitcoin, I will then be holding Bitcoin. That's what happens with spot trading. With derivative trading, you normally have an asset, and it's usually Bitcoin or USDT. And then what you're doing is you're actually trading your base asset against other assets, but you're not actually holding those other assets. Actually, let me just show you. Okay, so this is my derivatives account. And you can see here that I've got mainly here Bitcoin, USDT, a little bit of DOT, and then just dust with the rest of the stuff. Now, if I want to trade these, you can see here that this Bitcoin trade here, that's BTC USD. Now, what that means is I'm actually trading Bitcoin against itself, but obviously you need to use some reference of value. So it's actually using US dollars. So when I close a trade like this one here, what I'm left holding is Bitcoin, called a inverse perpetual. And you can see all these here. So other inverse perpetuals you can use are Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, EOS, Litecoin, Cardano, Polkadot, Bit, and Mana, Decentraland. Okay, they're the only ones you can trade against themselves. Okay, but then you've got in the USDT perpetuals, you've got all these where you don't actually have to hold, for example, Phantom or Gala or Polygon. You don't have to hold those tokens. You can just hold USDT and then trade the volatility of the asset that you're trading. I hope you understand that. So, for example, with this one here, right? This one here is a BTC USDT. This is a USDT perpetual trade. Okay, so when I close this one, I will be left holding USDT. Okay. Now I'm saying this because a friend of mine the other day, he let a trade go really negative, almost to the point of liquidation, which was a derivatives trade. And I think what he was thinking was that, you know, he was holding the asset. So, for example, like he'd bought Bitcoin. But the thing is, what you're trading is the derivative. So if that goes into liquidation, then you lose all your assets. But for now, what we're going to look at is just trading spot. So this is just simply, like I say, you know, you just getting one asset and swapping it for another. So I'm just going to go for this price here that it bottomed out at this morning. I think that was this morning. Yeah, it was 10:45 this morning. Okay, so I might have missed the boat a little bit here, but let's see. So I'm basically going to buy Ethereum with Bitcoin. So the price I'm going to go for is 65140. Okay, 65140, and I'm going to use all my Bitcoin, which you can see here will buy 0.212 Ethereum. Okay, I'm just going to set that order there. So limit buy, order price 0.065140 BTC, quantity 0.212 ETH, and then the order value is that in Bitcoin. Okay, so 0.0138 Bitcoin, which is about $300. Okay, so I'm just going to go buy ETH. Now this is a limit order, so it will wait until the price comes down to there before it buys. And if it doesn't go down there, it won't buy. But I don't mind because I'm still holding Bitcoin anyway. If you wanted to just buy it straight away, you could just go to market, you could put in, all the BTC you had and just go buy Ethereum, and it would buy at the current level. And that's all there is to it. The idea is what you do, you sort of buy here, sell there, buy here, sell there. Just keep doing that, really. And then by doing that, you will increase the amount of everything you have. And that's it. It's just a very, very simple trading strategy. Now, if you use my link, which you can get to by going to sabercrypto.org/Bybit, I don't believe there are any fees for spot trading on Bybit, which is fantastic, isn't it? Now, you can, of course, do this any way you like. For example, over here, I'm doing a similar thing on Bittrex. This is trading XTP, which is Tap Global, against Bitcoin. And I'm not doing it with a lot. I'm just doing it with like $1,000 worth. But I'm just going, at the moment, I'm trying to buy at 32 sats. And then I probably want to sell up here at like sort of 45 or something, nothing big, but just while it looks like it's meandering around. But I'm not going to do this as soon as we get some new news, because I think the price of TAP's going to go way high, and I want to be holding TAP here rather than BTC. But you could do the same kind of thing there. Anyway, if you want to do that, just go to sabercrypto.org/Bittrex and you get some sort of bonus there. Not quite sure what. So meanwhile, let's just have a quick check how we're doing. That's my large one. This is the spot trade. This hasn't triggered. It looks like the price might go up now. If it does, it's not a big deal. I'll probably just leave it or maybe cancel it. I'm not sure. I might just leave it. Over on the challenge account, this one here, yeah, it's sort of meandering a bit now, isn't it? It's only like 4.86% in profit, $11. Okay. I think this probably won't do anything now until 1:30, which is when the US markets open. And by the way, that's really confused me, that is, because you might know that the US goes to daylight savings time before the rest of Europe goes to daylight savings time, or if you're in the UK, British summertime. So there's like a few weeks where there's like an hour difference to what it is normally. And that's why the market's open at 1:30 UTC today. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I'll probably do some Multiverse X DEX stuff this afternoon because it's Friday. And I'll keep you updated about these trades in the Telegram group. So if you like the sound of that, or if you're just going out for a few beers because it's St. Patrick's Day, do enjoy yourself. Leave a nice comment anyway. Make sure you subscribe, and above all, tell your friends.